Alright, hello everyone, Busy Gamer Dad back again, picking up where we left off with our triangle strategy game here. We just got Quentin, our ice wizard, the famed ice wizard we heard about, that was coming out of the exalted land of Hyzanth. And we heard about him after the tourney. So he actually joined our ranks. That's not going to cause a state issue or anything like that, not at all. Because, he didn't tell us he was going to defect and didn't want to do anything with Hyzanth anymore. That's not going to cause any problems. Lord Serenoa, I owe you a debt of gratitude. At last, I may pursue research free from the Ministry's stifling orders. I am a student of ice magic, particularly the fascinating crystalline structures of the ice itself. You see, as the surface melts, a quasi-liquid layer forms, and, forgive me, my lord, I find magic to be fascinating topic conversation. Though I am but a scholar, I swear to you I will prove that ice magic has its place on the battlefield. Good to know. Yes, and welcome to our ranks. Do we have any more mock battles that we can do? Let's see what we can do with these mock battles. Nope, nothing here in the mock battles, which is perfectly fine. But we can do some upgrades. I'm fairly certain we can do some upgrades. And I also want to check here. Hang on. Let me check the sundry shop real quick. Okay, nothing new in the trade posts. The sundry shop. Let's go to the young smithy. We could probably do an upgrade. Do we want to do an upgrade? That's the big question. We could do a Serenoa. We could do... I've already given Roland one. Quentin just got RBF, man. It's a cryomancer. He's only level 3? Ugh. Well, he's really close to level 4. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like I can't upgrade them. I have one selection. I didn't know that was a thing. Is that really the thing? Let me see here. Is there someone I can upgrade? No, Gila is... Oh, maybe it's just shadowing the people that I can't upgrade at this point. Okay. That makes sense. All right, let's see here. Increase fire damage dealt with clear weather. Clear skies, fire damage up. That's interesting. I don't know if I want that. That's not necessarily something that I care too much about. I was looking at Anna to get her some more accuracy or some more HP, because she's the one who moves fastest, and she does get double attacks. So accuracy would be really nice to have for her. 1 stone. That's all we have is the 1 stone, and that's the limiting factor, I think. What about our boy Benedict here? Magic defense, physical defense. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go. What do you have? Evasion and resistance to ice. Okay. Weapon damage. That's not anything a wizard should be using. Wielding a spellbook, hitting people with it. I mean, it hurts when you get hit. Don't get me wrong, but all right. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give Anna. Looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna give Anna the defense. Do I want to do that? Do I really want to do that? You know what? Let's go crazy. Let's lean into her attacks, because she gets double attacks. And to have her be more potent and more tactical, because if she's getting hit, I've done something wrong. To a point. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's lean into her being crazy powerful. And we can actually upgrade another one too. That's pretty neat. Magic defense, luck. Huette can get another upgrade? Interesting. Okay. Let's have Serenoa get an upgrade. Let's have our main guy get an upgrade. He's been taking some hits, and I think giving him a little bit more HP is a good idea, because he's a little bit of a frontliner. Swordsman. So let's do that. And then we have enough for someone else. Let's get Frederica. Magical defense. Bam. Awesome. Good stuff. Now, I may have just totally hosed myself because of reasons. where if I had spent the money on, say, a strength ring, is that better than getting, or a defense ring, is that better than getting these various other stat upgrades? Are these the better roll to get? We can also purchase some stone from here for a little bit of coin. I'm certain that we'll find some stone out there, or we can maybe do some mock battles for it too. All right, so we're gonna get off into the world proper. Norzelia to a major. So we do have a little bit of a side quest out here, side story. I think that's the only one. Yes, that is. So let's go do the side story. Let's see what this is about. I'm excited. I told you guys, I have like ADHD when it comes to this.
Thalus, how does Dragan
Oh, I guess so.
fare?
Dragan Fair.
As blustery and boastful as ever, brother. He is simply beside himself that his contributions to the mine have been recognized.
Oh
So
dear.
he has achieved a measure of success. Perhaps I underestimated him.
What concern is he of ours? He is Svarog's son and of thinner blood.
Thinner
We are
blood.
not Glenbrook or Hyzant, Thalus. In Esfrost, a man is judged for his deeds, not his pedigree.
And yet you have appointed me Prime Minister, have you not?
I have given you an opportunity, brother. Do not be mistaken.
Bum bum bum.
If you wish to keep your position, prove to me you are deserving of it.
I thought this guy was going to be your quintessential villain, but he's actually got a pragmatic mind. If that's the culture of Esfrost.
Understood, brother mine.
Yeah, that's Thalus being like, all right, I'll just kill you and take the seat.
Dear brother, do with Thalus as you please, but I bid you be wary of Dragan and Svarog. I've reason to believe they've designs on higher seats.
If they mean to overthrow me, then let them try. I shall relish the opportunity to crush them.
Oh, dearie me. Well, that's good plot building, good story building. I like it. The tensions and everything like that. Good to know. Nothing else, I don't think. Yeah, that was it. So had we gone to Esfrost, we probably would have gotten 2 characters, if I remember right. There was a duo, or maybe just an archer, if I'm certain. I remember the lore from after the tourney, or during the tourney talk. Well, let's continue on with the story arc, the main quest line.
It's time we head home. You aren't forgetting anything, are you, my lord?
You aren't forgetting anything, like any persons.
Erador, I told you, I'm not a child anymore.
I'm sorry, my lord. Whenever I see your face, I can't help but think of the lad I once knew.
Oh,
Can
Erador.
you not lower your voice? You'll disturb the whole city at this rate.
House Wolford certainly is lively.
My brother had told me that I'm more Erador than I think anyone else.
Indeed. I've never seen such a big, happy family.
I'm glad they allowed you to travel with us.
As am I.
I wonder.
I intend to revolutionize the world with my research.
Very well and good. But we also have a wedding to prepare for.
Oh yes, they are not
Take
properly
turns
wed
on
yet.
ahead, Frederica.
Yes.
Oh, she's a little melancholy. It's an arranged marriage. That's
Let
the
us make
unfortunate
it a
side
grand
of it.
wedding. Duet, prepare an extravagant gift worthy of my best friend.
Yes, Your Highness.
Oh, Roland, just be like, you do this. He's my best friend. Make it good, and then I'll say it's from me.
It seems I'm just in time.
Oh no, is Exham coming too?
I came to thank you.
Oh,
I'll
good.
see you
Okay.
off on behalf of the Holy One.
We are the ones who should thank you. Glenbrook and House Wolford shall not forget your kindness.
I'm happy to have seen Hyzant with my own eyes. Till we meet again.
Okay.
Prince Roland, Lord Serenor, the future of Norzelia is in the hands of the young, those like ourselves.
It's
I
true.
much look forward to our next meeting.
It was nice of him. Not too awkward.
We have heard much much about how all in Hyzant are blessed by the goddess's teachings. And yet, they told us almost nothing of the Roselle.
Yeah.
What sort of lives do they live here?
They don't live a good life.
What sort of life did Mother lead?
Is something the matter, Frederica?
Forgive me. I was merely lost in thought.
Thoughts of the Roselle, I presume.
Ooh, he knows.
Yes. I wondered what effect it might have on your relations with Hyzant, now that we are to wed.
Right now, our three nations work together, but none can say what the future holds. Whatever may occur, know that you will not have to bear it alone.
Good.
It will be a burden for all of House Wolford to bear, together.
Oh, that's a nice sentiment.
Thank you, Serenoa.
So the treaty, the lore in the game is Esfrost lost the most people in the war. Then they tried during the treaty negotiations to meet the demands that they were set forth to maintain the balance of iron. And unfortunately, Hyzanth capitalized on their weakness and made salt the major currency. Then, to balance the power scales again, all of Norzelia, the three nations, came together and said that, okay, Esfrost, you can't staff the mine the way we need to, but we will help you build the mine, and Hyzanth will help with the currency and the transportation side of it, and then House Wolfort or our nation state will be the administrators of the mine. Your technology for mine building will be the backbone of our people doing what you direct them to do for a time period. And then when your population regrows, you will take over, full operation of the mine and then balance the power that way. That's the lore of the game right now. So I'm gonna save over some of these games because I've been playing a little bit offline just to get a little bit more familiar, get a little bit better at it, doing some mock battles and things like that, just seeing what synergies work. One of the synergies that works is
His diplomatic visit as Lord of the House complete, Serenoa returns to the Wolfort domain.
Hi, Roland.
Safely within Glenbrook, Roland and Huette retire to Whitehome in the Crown City.
So one of the mock battle strategies that I was trying out that they recommended in the game was having Roland and Huette basically come in from the side on an attack. And I know we only have the 2 missions, but it was actually kind of effective, really. Huette would hit people and keep them blind arrowed, and then Roland would charge through, or I would have him work his way around the units and charge back towards my group for healing and support. Something for you to think about in your games.
Alas, there is no time for rest in House Wolford. As Serenoa soon
Preparations
finds
for the
himself
wedding.
swept up in
Nice.
Preparations for his wedding to Frederica.
And there's the mine.
Dragan, meanwhile, presides over the blasting of a new tunnel at the Grand Norzelian mines.
Yeah, and that's why they're called the Grand Norzelian mines, as opposed to like the Grand Esfrost mines. Because it's all 3 nations coming together in that.
That should be the end of that bothersome bedrock. Investigate it at once.
Bedrock is crazy dense. You can't just blast through that. Well, you can, but it takes a significant force. And it's kind of terrifying, the amount of force that it takes. Like, you don't think about it until you're in the presence of it, and I've had the wonderful opportunity to see how they do major...
Name of iron.
There's a secret technology.
What is it? Do we require more explosives?
No, Lord Dragan. You best come see for yourself.
Yep, there's probably some ancient technology that has been unearthed, and now it's going to cause a state issue because it's on a border.
What the? It couldn't be.
So that's one of the things that I think is going to be one of the major conflicts and ignition points for the game.
That settles the wedding program, then. We still must decide upon the wedding dress, however.
Not we, Benedict. Surely the lady herself must decide.
Exactly.
What do you desire, Frederica?
Well...
Hadn't you mentioned wanting to dress in the Rosellan custom for the ceremony?
Oh,
Then
what's
you
that?
Just ask the Roselle about that. There's a Rosellan village here in the domain.
Oh, there is.
I'm sure they'd make you a dress if you asked.
But what of the other nations in attendance? Surely Hyzant would not look kindly upon it.
Who cares?
Lord Simon, is it true that you assisted the Roselle who fled Hyzant during the war, and that you then granted them asylum here?
Aye, that is how the Roselle came to live within our domain.
Good for you,
It was
Simon.
a source of great tension, but in the end, Lord Simon's perseverance prevailed, and a group of Roselle found new homes here.
They hinted at it this episode. The Roselle, they did something. They betrayed the goddess, and I honestly think that the end result is the fact that they had some connection with the goddess that has not been talked about, and they saw the war as not a priority. Saw the war as against the goddess's teachings, and that's why they betrayed
to this day,
the goddess.
The Holy State demands they be returned to Hyzant, citing their goddess's teachings as justification.
Yep, okay.
The roots of the conflict run deep.
Okay, sorry for a little bit of the weird jump cut there. My son needed to have a little bit of help with something. I got the okay to record from the wife, but she needed a little bit of help with something too. All right, off we go. The roots of the conflict run deep.
Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect those who we have sworn to take under our wing. Should you choose to dress in the Rosellan custom, we shall stand behind you every step of the way.
Is that so? Then... I see not how I could refuse such a kindness.
Ah.
I shall accompany you to the village. To tell the truth, I have never been there myself. It would be a good opportunity to get to know them, to strengthen our bonds.
As is your duty, my son.
Rosellan custom it is, then. Let us depart at once to make the request.
Aye, all of us. Ooh, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Siri yelled at me, "Don't call me Shirley." I forgot I left it in airplane mode. If you know that reference, good on you. Oh, man. It's an older movie from my childhood. Alright, let's see here. Cool. There's the... We get to explore. That's what this is. Now I remember. Alright, cool. So let's do some exploring. Let's have some fun. They're all running away.
Greetings and welcome, Lord Serenoa and Lady Frederica.
Okay, maybe they're not running away.
My name is Jerome. I bid you welcome on behalf of the Roselle. And congratulations on your engagement, as well as assuming lordship of your house.
You have my gratitude. We hope you will continue to lend your support to House Wolfort.
You have my word. I owe your Lord Father a great debt. Though, even were that not the case, you are engaged to one of our own in Lady Frederica. Few things could bring us more joy. We shall make the finest dress you have ever seen.
Okay, so they sent word ahead.
On that subject, I have one humble request. I would like to incorporate this pendant into the design.
The pendant you're never without.
'Tis one of a kind, left to me by my late mother. She was one of the Rosellan refugees who fled Hyzant during the war and found her way to Esfrost. In a twist of fate, she fell in love with the former Archduke, and thus was I born. In secret, of course. After I was born, she was sent back to Hyzant, where she met her end.
You think she met her end?
Never leaves you. Pray fashion the dress in this pendant's image.
It shall be done, my lord. Let us delay no further. Lady Frederica, please step inside, that we may take your measurements.
Thank you kindly.
They have a very
The measurements may take some
interesting
time,
garb.
Lord Serenoa. Perhaps you'd care to take a stroll and see the village while you wait.
I'd very much like that. Thank you.
Yeah, they have a very interesting outfit. Very, Edo period. Perhaps have a look around the village. You get to know its people while they're taking her measurements. Yes, we shall do that. We shall talk. Your hair certainly does make you stand out, my lord. We don't get many visitors in our very village. Aha. What about you? Lord Seaman offered us his protection without a word about our origins or our troubled history. He is generous, his generosity is boundless, and I fear we shall never be able to repay it. Instead, I will simply pray that our village remains protected. I bear a great responsibility to these people, as it falls to me to keep their land free from harm no matter what the cost. Learn more about Sereno's duty. You got a little exclamation point, let's talk to him. We came to this land in the midst of the Salt Iron War, desperate to escape Hyzan's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us asylum in our hour of need, shielding us from further harm. Aha, okay. I would have done the same. We have a duty to help those in need. I pray the day soon comes when you no longer require protection and are free to live. I intend to honor that. Let us work together and make this land prosperous one for your people. These are all good answers. I don't see a problem with any of them. I pray that you no longer require protection. I intend to honor that. Let us work together and make this land a prosperous one for your people. They probably want to go home. I mean, that's the thing with refugees. They will always have some modicum of need to return to their homeland, even if they have no direct connection to it from generations spent in another land. It's the idea that they've been displaced and are missing some connection to their heritage. So I'm going to go with this one. As do I, yet I hear whispers that Hyzanth demands our return. I tell you now that teachings of their beloved goddess hide untold amounts of cruelty. We will not survive if we go back there. I pray for the future you speak of, but I know better than to assume it will. Okay. Father granted the Roselian asylum on our lands. Though they once hailed from Hyzanth, they are now as much a part of Wolfort as anyone else. Okay. Oh, I wonder if when you pick certain things, it changes the dialogues. We play together almost every day. Today we're climbing the ladder to the roof to play Lookout. Okay. And I see a thing. I saw a thing. Health pellet. Kitty. I found the kitty. We can bet the kitty. Though we may be under House Wolfort's protection, we dare not leave the village. The goddess's faithful will haul us straight back to the source if they catch sight of us. How close is this village to the border? Like, that would create a big international incident, in my opinion. It's not fun staying in the village all the time. I want to go play somewhere else. But Mother gets mad at me if I go too far. You'll be able to venture further afield when you're older, and when that day comes, I'll show you both around. Oh, that's nice. But there's plenty of fun to be had here. I'm sure your mother would be pleased if you took up hunting or fishing. That's because you're precious to her. You do well to heed her words. I'm going to promise this, but it's not practical because of a lot of reasons in this game. Yeah, let's go with the top one. Wow, really? I want to see all the big ships in the harbor. You have my word. We'll look at the ships like all the ships you like. Just do as your mother says for now. I will. Ooh, I can't wait to grow up. So I think I might have promised more than I can deliver, but we'll see. Oh. Aha. Oh, and hang on. A health pellet. Is there anything else? We must be strong and vigilant if we are to maintain the peace we enjoy in these lands. I suppose. why you needed to spin the long way around. Okay, so there's a ladder there. Can I drop down? I cannot drop down. Okay, so there is a limit to the terrain drop that you can do, which makes sense because you don't want to break your legs. And then there's another person over here. I pray today's hunt goes well. I'd love to fetch a fine pelt for House Wolford. Well, are we taxing them in some way? Are they like, is this honorific gifts? Okay, let's see here. What else is there to be seen? That was... Yeah, let's talk to this guy. We didn't talk to this gentle person up here. We've made our home here in the valley in the hopes we're not discovered. Use the lay of the land to our advantage. Okay. Alright, cool. Oh, no, I don't want to go up there. Let me talk with you. Just a bit longer, taking a little free. Please have a look around. Okay, I think we're done. Did we talk with you? We may be under help. Yes, we've done all the things. Okay, cool. So let's end our exploration. Surely they have finished taking her measurements by now. I wonder if I did a weird thing by trying to talk to her. Meanwhile, oh no. Oh no. That's gonna mean... Okay, back at the castle. Ah, Roland's gonna get scolded.
Do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you are so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play. You will oversee the Grand Norzelian mines.
Oh no.
Father, it would be a privilege.
Oh.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
Interesting.
I shan't let you down, Father.
That's an interesting
I'm
role.
not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you.
Ragna's perceptive.
Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
That's nice.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall.
Sound words. It is very... It's manual labor, period. I mean, we have machinery in our day and age, and even back then it was still, you know, they had machinery, water sloughs and everything like that to help with the irrigation of things, but it's dangerous, it's thankless, and it was a necessity for building the railroads across the United States, for getting ore out of the earth, salt, minerals, etc.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Lord Wolfort? It is his job to oversee the operation after all.
Oh, sorry, bring his buddy. Yeah, let's go on a field trip. Come on. Dad said it's okay.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Esfrost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
Oh dear.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
That's a difficult position, King.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolfort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
That's why he can't show favoritism. That's the problem with that. He cannot show favoritism or it will cause unrest with the other houses. Because they exist too, and they have noble rights that have been there just as long, if not longer, than House Wolford. That's what causes assassinations.
Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you. What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Esfrost.
Oh no.
You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
Oh dear.
Lord Dragan,
Are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzelia.
Yep.
And so I ask this of you. Stand with me as I lead this great realm into a new era.
The need to prove is... We found that out with Dragna earlier. And like I said, Esfrost took the biggest hit during the war, the Salt Iron War. And so whatever it is, some ancient technology, some relics, some magic, whatever, he's thinking that they can use it to have political and authoritative gain, to balance the power. He's not putting his faith in the Alliance.
Giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward you all handsomely for delivering me such a boon.
So you're going for Thalas's job. That's gonna be so easy for you and so fun. No problem.
Or Ambassador to Glenbrook, perhaps. Time will tell. Either way, with this I shall make my mark. And do what neither father nor Gustadolf ever could.
Wonder if he's gonna be the main villain. Like, I don't know who our main villain is.
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
Of course.
What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Esra. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you?
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then
no.
leave the rest to me. I shall depart at once.
So he's gonna go take it and kill Dragan.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders. Yield or be crushed beneath my heel.
Yep, okay, so maybe he is the big bad guy. Roland coming to Rosalian Village. Doesn't look like there's anything else on the side quests. Okay, good. Let's keep on going. We got a little bit more time, I think.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
Interesting.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And Huette besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolfort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
So we were here long enough for Roland to go home, get orders to he was running the mine, for Roland to come back to Serenoa's hometown of Glenbrook, find out we're in the Rosalian village, and come here. That's how long those measurements took.
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join
It was a time dilation in this village.
You scarcely need ask, of course.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man.
And now we're all going to go there,
Quite talented, is
and we're
he
going
not?
to see what was found, or find Dragan dead.
He is a man with grand visions for the future, that much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines.
To the mines.
Ready in time for the ceremony, my lord.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
Yeah, they have a very interesting Native American flair, Edo period flair to their
Serenoa and Frederica journey
garb.
to the Rosellan village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the grand Norzelian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
Why wouldn't we go around the backside of the mountain? Does our little wedge not go around the backside of the town? Okay. Well, busy gamer dad. Doing some more triangle strategy. Thanks very much for stopping by. A little bit of story building, a little bit of plot, theatrics, etc. We seem to have those peaks and valleys, if you want to call it that. I don't mind it. The voice acting, again, is really well done. And I enjoy the intrigue and spouting off random bits of facts that I know about feudalism, the feudal era, and everything like that. But please, let me know in the comments if you think I'm misinterpreting or misunderstanding things. I love to open dialogue with people who know more than me or know less than me, and we can see if we can come to common ground. Not to have an argument, but to have a good context for conversation. We'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully we'll see what they unearthed in the Grand Norzelian mines. Catch you later. Bye.